Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my way too early 2022 ladder predictions for the AFL. In 18th we have Carlton, they finished 13th last year. In 17th we have Hawthorn, who finished 14th last year. In 16th we have North Melbourne, who finished last year. In 15th, we have Collingwood, who finished 17th last year. In 14th, we have Gold Coast, who finished 16th last year. In 13th, we have the Crows, who finished 15th last year. In 12th, we have GWS, who finished 7th at the end of round 23 last year. Then they beat Sydney by a point in the elimination final and lost to Geelong by 35 points in the semi-final, and they finished 6th overall last year. West Coast finished 9th last year. St Kilda finished 10th last year, and they're in 10th. And we have Essendon in 9th spot, who finished 8th at the end of the year last year, and lost to the Bulldogs by 49 points, meaning they came 8th overall. In the top 8, we have Freo in 8th, who finished 11th last year, and they'll play 5th in an elimination final. In 7th, we have Geelong, who finished 3rd at the end of round 23 last year. They lost to Port in a qualifying final by 43 points, and they beat GWS by 35 points in a semi-final, but then lost to Melbourne by 83 points in a prelim last year, and finished 4th overall last year. They will play 6th in an elimination final. In 6th, we have Brisbane. They finished 4th at the end of the home and away season last year. They lost to Melbourne by 33 points in the qualifying final, lost to the Dogs by a point in the semi-final, and they finished 5th overall. And they will play Geelong in an elimination final. In 5th, we have Port Adelaide. They finished 2nd at the end of round 23 in 2021. They beat Geelong by 43 points in the qualifying final. They lost to the Bulldogs by 71 points in a prelim, and they finished 3rd overall in 2021. And they will play Fremantle in an elimination final. In 4th, we have Richmond, who finished 12th in 2021, and I think it's the highest riser. They'll play the first ranked team in a qualifying final. In 3rd, we have Sydney, who finished 6th at the end of round 23 last year, but lost to GWS by 1 point in an elimination final, and finished 7th overall. And they'll play 2nd in a qualifying final. Melbourne finished 1st at the end of the home and away season last year. They beat Brisbane by 33 points in a qualifying final. They beat Geelong by 83 points in a prelim, and beat the Bulldogs by 74 points in the grand final. All their finals were smashings, and they finished 1st overall in 2021. And they will play Sydney in a qualifying final. And minor premiers, we have the Bulldogs, who finished 2nd at the end of round 23, which is actually 5th. They beat Essendon by 49 points in an elimination final. They beat Brisbane by 1 point in a semi-final. They beat Port Adelaide by 71 points in a prelim. And they lost to Melbourne by 74 points in the grand final. And they finished 2nd overall in 2021. And they'll play Richmond in a qualifying final. So the finals: we have the Dogs v Richmond, Port v Fremantle, Brisbane v Geelong, and Melbourne v Sydney. So Melbourne and Sydney play, and Melbourne win. Bulldogs v Richmond, and the Bulldogs win by 50 points. the elimination final. I think that's Brisbane. Yeah, Brisbane win. No, Geelong win, but hang on. Oh no, Geelong won. Port Adelaide v Fremantle. And it's a tie at full time. Port lead at the first. And then at full time, Port Adelaide beat Fremantle by 10 points. And so now the semi-finals. Finals, Richmond v Geelong and Sydney v Port Adelaide. Richmond v Geelong. And Richmond win. Although that's actually supposed to be Richmond where Geelong is. Second semi-final. And that's Port win. Oh, there we go. I fixed the Richmond mistake. The prelims. First prelim. And the Bulldogs smash Port. Not what I want to happen, but that is what I predict to happen. I've tried to not be biased in these predictions. And if Port made the grand final, I'd almost definitely pick Port. Second prelim final and Melbourne win. So it's a Bulldogs-Melbourne grand final. Back at the traditional time slot. So Bulldogs lead at quarter time. They lead by 4 points at half time. They lead by 6 points at 3/4 time. But at full time, Melbourne come back and win massive. And Melbourne will go back to back. So thanks for watching.